Hey, everybody. So, this is day three of our extravaganza celebration where I am coming together with a panel of authors who will be providing some really awesome novels for you guys this upcoming August the 4th through the 6th for the free book extravaganza. I am here tonight with a beautiful set of ladies. So, first, I want to introduce them all to you. We have Miss Pat. Dang, I'm about to say it wrong. Okay, here we go. Um, George. Pat George Walker. Pat George Walker? Yep, that's it. Okay, here we go. All right. Well, you guys, first, let me tell you who we have. First up is Miss Pat George Walker, and she is a Christian fiction novelist. Next, I have L.A. Lewis, who is a romance novelist. And then I also have Unique Harem, who is a romantic suspense novelist. I also have with us tonight Miss Christine Pause, and she is a romantic suspense novelist as well. So, all of the ladies that you see, if y'all want to just go ahead and give your fans a little wave, say hey to them. So, what
So
I'm going to do is let all of them do their own introductions of themselves to you now. So you know their names, you know the genre that they write in, but I want them to have opportunity to tell you what they want you to know about them and the book that they'll be offering for the free book extravaganza. So first up, we have Miss Pat.
good evening, everyone. Tam, thank you so much for having me. What do I want to say about myself that nobody knows? Well, I'll just pretend that nobody knows. Okay, I'm formerly a recording industry vet as well as a recording artist. I go way back to the doo-wop era. I sang with the Chantels. We had hits like Maybe the Plea, He's Gone, stuff like that. On the corporate side, I worked for Columbia Records, Epic Records, Def Jam Records, where I did promotion and marketing for a lot of different artists before I became a best-selling novelist. I entered the publishing business by writing a little 22-page short story about this crazy church lady named Sister Betty,
Miss
which was
Pat,
embraced.
can I
Yes.
stop you real fast?
Yeah,
I apologize.
that's okay.
On my end, I pulled you off of your solo screen right in the middle of you talking, and I would prefer to keep you highlighted. So that was something on my end. I was moving around to, but can I have you start over?
So I don't remember what I just said.
Oh, we didn't
Okay.
get it right.
You better get it when you can.
Okay,
I'll do it.
no,
I'll
I
do it.
need to do it again because it was so good. Because I already got questions I want to ask afterwards.
Okay.
Okay, so
You want me to start again?
yep, I'm gonna mute myself and hold on.
Am I starting from the very top where I thank you?
Yep, you can start from there.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Tam, thank you so much for having me tonight. I'm honored. What do I want to reveal about myself? Well, I'm a former recording industry vet. On stage, I sang with Arlene Smith and the Chantels. We did Maybe the Plea, He's Gone. I also recorded with a group called Fantasy. We did a lot of cover tunes. I wrote for different magazines. Did a lot of things with Def Jam and with Epic Records, Columbia Records. One of the highlights that I really love telling about is Cheryl Pepsi Riley, who, when I owned a recording studio, Cheryl recorded when she was 16 years old in my studio. And I'm so proud of her. As far as my career going into publishing, that happened because I was about to put out um, an album with Culture Dawn and the Fugees, and Columbia Records decided to pull it and instead put out this little girl group called Destiny's Child. So Beyonce owes me. During that time, I went ahead and published a little 22-page booklet, and never knowing that you don't do that, because I thought that the publishing industry was like, the recording industry. You have an album, so you take a single from it, you put it out. Who knew? I didn't know, And I did it because LaJoyce Berkshire, who wrote Soul Food, the novel Soul Food, who at the time was a PR person for Arista, told me, girl, stop crying about, not putting your album out and whatnot. Just put out one of the little crazy stories that you write. And I put out a 22-page little book called Sister Betty, God's Calling You. And I couldn't call it a book. It was more like a pamphlet because I had a staple in the middle, no spine and nothing like that. And whatever tools I used to put out an album, I used to put out that little book. And short story is Kensington Delphina liked what they saw, liked what I did, and bought all 7 of my little short stories and put them out in a book called Sister Betty, God's Calling You Again. And I was able to help promote that because I was also a Christian comedian. Sister Betty, I had a one-woman show that I was doing on cruise ships and, stage, theaters, whatever. And it kind of went from there. And as far as my personal life goes, well, most people know that my late husband was with the FBI and Joint Terrorist Task Force, and he and his team were the ones who captured the first World Trade Center terrorists in 1995. So I'm also a PK kid. Both my parents were pastors and preachers. My mother was Pentecostal and my father was Baptist, which is why I write Christian comedy, if I may say so myself. And that's pretty much it. I'm a mother, grandmother. I'm a dog lover. I have 2 dogs that are in my will. So, they're in there because I don't, I like them better than some of the other DNA people that I share DNA with. Yeah, it is what it is.
Oh my goodness. So basically what you're saying is you're famous. Okay, because I'm feeling like your life should be a book, a memoir, or something, because I'm sitting here in complete awe. You a whole singer and everything. And I don't want you to say nothing yet because I got you on mute. But I got a question for you, or should I say a request? So since you a singer and everything, a performer and everything, I was just wondering if you wanted to, remind the audience what one of your little diddlies was back in the day. If you wanted to just, share a little tune with us, I'm going to mute myself out. And then if you want to respond to me once I unmute myself, then we're going to see how that goes. Let me mute myself so I can hear what you're saying. Because I know you, I feel like you might be cussing me out a little bit.
No, I said I'd rather share some comedy because that's what I'm doing now. That's what I'm doing now. I'm trying to get a book sold.
Okay.
Most people know me as Sister Betty. So that's what I like to push. I'm just saying,
So I can't get like a little shoo doo doo doo. None of that. I can't get one little piece.
Not in this heat. I told you my AC is broke too, girl.
Uh, okay,
If
I'm
they
gonna
go
have to
on
look
my
into
YouTube
that.
channel, they can see all of that. All of that. Oh, and if they go to my page, yesterday I posted where LL Cool J was all hugged up. Did y'all see where he was all hugged up on me? Him and Third Base? Girl, listen. I'm telling you, when I tell it, woo! I'm just saying.
I'm about to be over on your page for sure. Oh, baby, the way I'm about to stalk you, ma'am. Oh, just wait. You're going to see all of these little notifications come in like Tam telling tales like this, Tam telling tales like that, Tam telling tales like that. Oh, my goodness. I promise you, I feel like I could sit and have some good old conversation with you. But I do recognize that we still have a panel of amazing authors that we got to get through. So, in order for us not to have this chat be 3 hours long, I'm going to go ahead and I am going to move on over to our next author, and that is Miss L.A. Lewis.
You would have me coming after Miss Pat. My
Sorry.
life sounds very boring now.
I had no idea. Like, who knew?
No. Hey.
Okay, so this what you got to do. You gotta say everything with like extra boldness. As a matter of fact, you might want to use an accent or something. I don't know.
That may help. But hey, y'all. As you know, well, many of you know, I'm from Louisiana. I'm an author, of course, mother, educator, wife, all those good things wrapped into one. I like to say that I'm an accidental author because
Yes,
I had no plans on publishing a book. None at all. I started writing when I was teaching. So I was working on a workbook for my students, and I started doing short stories for them. And I loved writing those short stories, but I realized I couldn't keep going with those short stories. So I tried my hand at a book, which was my first book. It's my first book, Dirty Little Secrets, which of course is about a school teacher because that's all I knew. And I have to give my husband credit for helping me perfect my craft, because when I read him the first chapter, he said it was awful and very boring. So I told him, it gets better. You just have to wait. And he was like, well, who's going to wait? Nobody want to wait for it to get better. And those words have stuck with me these 14 years. You have to start, you have to catch them from word one. So as you can see, I'm teaching because that's what I do. It comes out at times. But that's me, author, educator, wife, mother, all those good things.
Oh, that's amazing. That is amazing. So is this a book that you're going to be offering for the extravaganza, or is it a different one?
No, the book I'm offering for the extravaganza is Double Down and Dirty, which also takes place between Louisiana and New York, which that book stretched me because I have never been to New York. So I had to do a lot of research and talk to a lot of people so I wouldn't be. And it was so funny because one lady I spoke to, I was reading a section to her, and it was my main character was traveling, and she was like, girl, it would take her way longer than that to get with, because she was there in like I'm from Louisiana, you know, we get places quick.
Oh, she said, let me be your beta reader.
Yes, and I'm so happy
for you. Now, the title of it reminds me of one of my favorite movies, A Low Down Dirty Shame. One of my favorite movies. So I like your title. So just off the title alone, honey, I'm gonna have to get it. Okay, because I love it. And so now we're going to move on over to our next panelist. And I have here Miss Unique Harem. Hey, Unique, how you doing, girl?
Hey, Tam, I'm doing good. Thank you so much for having me here.
Absolutely.
All right. So a little about myself. I I am a #1 best-selling and award-winning author. I'm also a book coach, and I do a little interior book designing as well. A member of Nelaina Kai's Tribe Called Success, and kind of how I was introduced to Nelaina. I actually wrote, in 2013, did a little poetry book. And it was like, not because I was on the path kind of like LA to be a published author. I just it was just some stuff. I was going through some things and just wrote down these poems and all of that. So it was kind of therapeutic. And I decided to publish it and didn't think anything of it. But fast forward to 4 years later, 2017, had developed a relationship with JD Mason. And so she kind of became my mentor. And that relationship, fast forward even a little bit more, she made the introductions to Nelaina Kai. So to have both of those women to mentor me and just help me on this path and just really get serious about it, I think that has been a true blessing for me. By day, I am an HR professional, and for me, writing, that kind of takes me away from that scope of things, because working in HR, you are a therapist, you are sometimes a counselor of sorts. They think we are the police officers. That's not necessarily the case, but anyway, all of those titles. But by day, that's what I do. And by night, I'm writing and working through that craft and cultivating it. So I've been blessed to be able to be introduced to some amazing authors, some that I never thought I would get to meet and interact with. So the offering for this phenomenal book event is Stop in the Name of Love. And it's a book that I co-authored with Nelaina Kai. And it is a second chance romance book. So I'm excited for everyone to read that book, because this couple, they are fun. He's a police officer, and they kind of meet during a traffic stop. And I'll kind of leave it there because I want folks to download the book and read it, but you will enjoy it.
Absolutely. We definitely want to make sure that we don't do no spoilers, because we want the people to download and enjoy and review. And, maybe trickle on over into some of the other books that you guys offer. So all of you that are watching, just know that while they are offering this one book, there are going to be plenty of options once you get in there for you to support these authors. All right. Now, we're going to move on over to our last guest for this evening. And this beautiful lady right here, she and I, we kind of, okay. You guys, please say hello to the wonderful Christine Pause.
Good evening, Tam.
Hey.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
I enjoy listening to Pat. Her life really intrigues me, and it's just an honor to know her, to be completely honest. As for me, writing was something that I definitely had not aspired to be an author. I started writing in my mid-40s, only because I was going through some things, and I started writing about my life, which in turn turned into my first book that I published in 2012. I titled it To Begin Again. It kind of talks about me as a teen growing up with my aunt who raised me. She was a very religious woman. So it's kind of a young adult and a Christian type situation. So it goes through my life up to, a young adult point. As far as writing in general, I didn't know what genre I wanted to write in. So it kind of showcases itself with all of my books, from that to Belinda's Song to One Good Thing. They all are different genres. I didn't get into romantic suspense until I became a member of Nalena Kai's Tribe Called Success. Realized that romantic suspense was something that I really liked doing. And through her mentoring and coaching, I displayed that in the series that I'm in with a group of authors, the Pleasure series. My book is book 7, 70 Days of Pleasure. That's where I start showcasing my romantic suspense. I'd like to call it a talent. And I enjoy writing. It doesn't come to me as fast as some people, like how they can turn over book after book. It really has to be something that hits me, an idea or something that gets me to start writing. As far as my offering for this event, I am showcasing my short story. It's called Love for Granted, to a young couple. One is, a police officer in New York, in Harlem. Adina is a loan officer at a bank, but she aspires to sing. She does gigs on the weekend, and an opportunity presents itself that will test their relationship of a choice that she has to make. So I'll leave it there. And I'm glad to be here. I don't do interviews often, so I just want to keep trying to do it to get better and showcase what I can do. Thank you.
Yes, you did an awesome job.
Thank you.
What you talking about, girl? Good. Tell us about your books, Belinda Song.
Yeah, I was gonna say thank you for reading that. That's a book that is not really for the faint of heart, because Nalena always would say it's just really a heavy story, but it was one of those books that when a character bugs you to death, it constantly, because I fought that story tooth and nail. I was like, I don't want to write about that. I don't want to write about abuse and different things like that my character was going through in the foster care system and stuff like that. I don't even know where it came from, but she wouldn't leave me alone. And I kept writing it. And at first I wasn't going to publish the book. It was just that sad. You know what I mean? And then I found that, a lot of people, they really liked the book. I started working on, like, Lisa feels like I should give Belinda some redemption. Let's just say like that. So I started writing another part to this book to see what happens to her after all that happened in the first book.
Oh, so that's tea right there. We can another book. Oh,
it's a little bit of tea for you.
Okay, so, and this is the platform that you have first discussed this on?
Yes, it is actually.
Oh, I'm special. I love it. Yay. I love feeling exclusive. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, you guys, thank you for just sharing yourself as well as the information about your books and things like that. But now let's move into something a little bit more fun, shall we? So let's see, Miss Pat. I feel like you got something you want to tell.
I have something to say. I would be remiss if I did not honor Miss Lisa Nalena Kai, because I too am a longtime member of Nalena Kai's Tribe Called Success, as well as have an offering for the upcoming 200 book giveaway. My book is titled Fire in the Water, and it's about revenge. We got to be careful. But it's about a musician who left an author pregnant and went on about his business, and girlfriend is, well, you have to read it. It's called Fire in the Water. That's my offering. And I love Lynette Kai. She's
I'm so sorry. I was playing with stuff over
stuff
here.
over
I
here.
know
I
I'm
know
here.
I'm here.
So I want to give you guys the opportunity before we even go into the games. No, actually, I want to go ahead and keep it fun, right? And so we're going to play a little game on this evening. And we've played this before on a previous night, and it was a hit. Everyone loved it. So I'm bringing it back, okay? This one is called Where's the Lie? Okay? So with this game, everyone is going to quickly tell us 3 things about themselves. 2 of them will be true, but 1 of them will be a lie. And I am going to pick one of you to tell us which one you think is a lie. And then that person is going to tell us whether or not you got it correct or not. Now, if you do get it correct, you win absolutely nothing. All right? Y'all ready? Okay, so first up, we're going to go backwards here a little bit, and I'm going to call on Christine. Why don't you go ahead and tell us a little about yourself?
I have been working in corporate America for 45 years.
Okay.
About myself. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. You wanna think on this one? I can come back. You want me to come back? You want me to come
Yeah.
back?
Yeah,
Okay.
let me think about it. I gotta think of a lie too, so.
Child, okay, we gonna mute and then we gonna push on. No worries. Unique, you ready, girl? All right. Go for it.
All right. I have traveled at 200 miles per hour. I've eaten alligator meat, and I've served in the military.
Okay. So we hear all of your characteristics and the things that you've done. And I'm gonna pick Christine. Tell us which one you think is a lie.
I think it's the 200 miles an hour.
Okay, Unique. Well,
that is actually the truth because I used to cover NASCAR. I served as a media member. And I did do a ride along with Jamie McMurray at Kansas Speedway.
Oh my goodness, y'all are just so excitable. Oh, y'all just do the most amazing things in your lives. Sheesh. Okay, so which one to lie?
I will not ever in my life eat alligator meat. I have traveled to Florida several times.
I almost picked that. I almost picked that one.
I mean, I would, but to each his own, you know. I tried out once. I heard it tastes like chicken. So
that's what they say, but no, thank you, ma'am. It's not chicken. It's alligator.
So we pulled up at the restaurant together. You'd be like, nah, Tam, I'll pass. You wouldn't.
Yeah,
you wouldn't even have to buy it. I'll let you get a piece off my plate.
No, ma'am.
I feel like I could convince you, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, so next up we have LA. Why don't you tell us about yourself?
Okay. My middle name is Alexis. I've been married for 21 years and I live in Baton Rouge.
Okay. And let's see. I am going to pick Miss Pat. Tell us what you think is the lie.
Alexis is a lie.
I didn't
I
hear.
didn't hear.
I think, can you hear me now? Okay. I think that your middle name being Alexis is a lie.
She's correct. My middle name is not Alexis.
Okay, then. What was your middle name then?
Alicia.
Okay. Okay. Miss Pat did good. She just won nothing. But hey, she did good. So next up we have actually Miss Pat. She is going to tell us 3 things about herself. Take it away, ma'am.
3 things. All right. I grew up in Mount Vernon, New York, teasing Denzel Washington, who was my neighbor. That's one lie. I mean, that's one thing. Um, Full Force, they are my cousins. And I have 15 grandchildren.
Okay. Okay. Um, woo. And considering at this point we've heard so many things about you, this is like really gonna be hard. Like all of them seem like they could be true. I mean, the Denzel Washington, the Full Force, the grandkids, all of this seems so true. I'm not gonna attempt to figure out which one is the lie. I'm gonna call on somebody else who hasn't gone yet. Unique, did you go? You didn't go, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and unmute and you tell us which one you think is the lie.
Why I got to be the chosen child?
Cause it wasn't gonna be me.
Oh Lord.
It's hard. I know. Any, mini, money, mo. Catch a tiger by the toe.
I know. I want to say it's the 15 grandchildren because I know you have grandchildren, but I don't think it's that many.
Okay. So let's see. What's the answer?
She is absolutely right. I have 14 grandchildren. And yes, Full Force, they are my cousins. And yes, I did grow up with Denzel Washington. And I teased him when we were kids. Mundy Lane.
Oh my. Oh my. I mean, just Miss Pat, we got to talk again. We gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to do this again. We're gonna have to have us some more time. We're gonna have to be able to talk about more than just, the free book extravaganza. Because girl, I am so interested in hearing more about you. And I know the people are too. All the panelists. We like, really? Okay, so yes, ma'am. We got to talk some more. We definitely got to talk some more. So you guys, I mentioned that I wasn't gonna keep y'all all night long, but I did want to have you guys come together and just chat with me about the event. So I want to make sure that we're reminding everyone who is watching that this event is coming up August the 4th through the 6th. So that's a Friday through a Sunday. So all weekend long, you can just click and download, click and download, click and download. Now, if you need to get registered, subscribe, or any of that, need some information, down at the bottom of the screen, you have a website that you can go to. You can get all the information that you need from there. And of course, all of our panelists, they have direct contact information that you can utilize as well. We're going to make sure, however, that they share their social media handles with you before we leave as well, because any event that you like, what was that website again? They can tell you where to go on their Facebook and their Instagrams and all of that good stuff. So you guys know where to go the 4th through the 6th. Get all of those amazing free books. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to pull each of you up really quickly before we go. So, wait. Y'all was going to let me forget about Christine? I think you did that on purpose, too. You was just going to let me keep on going, wasn't you? You was just going to let me keep going and you wasn't going to come tell a lie?
I was.
You lie. Nope. Nope. Here we go. Come on back. Come on back. I'm so sorry. We're not done.
Okay.
We're not done. Ready?
Okay. I sang in the choir and at weddings. I had my first child 17. And I was a chef.
Okay. I'll take this one. Let's see. I'm going to say you were a chef. That's the lie.
I couldn't think of
That's the lie.
I couldn't think of anything else. But yeah, that is a lie.
That's a lie.
I like to cook, but I'm not a chef.
Okay, I won. Absolutely nothing. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now we can go back to talking about these books because I was not going to let you off the hook.
I was hoping.
Back to what I was saying. So you guys, I'm going to make sure that we highlight everyone so they can get a final opportunity to say hey and hi and where you can find them on social media. They can tell you about their website. They're going to tell you the final name of the book that they're going to be offering during the extravaganza as well as that genre. So first up, I'm going to have Miss Pat. Take it away.
Thank you once again for having me. My website is www.pgorgewalker, which I'm so happy you have it on the screen there, where you can find out more information about me as well as join my mailing list so that we can stay in touch with one another. As far as my offering for the 200 book giveaway, I will be giving away Fire in the Water, and I hope that the people will enjoy it, write a review, and it's sort of clean Christian fiction. Sort of.
I love the sorta. I absolutely love the sorta. All right, and then next up, we have Miss L.A. Lewis.
Hey again. Thanks again, Tam, for this amazing opportunity. It's been so fun. My cheeks hurt from smiling so much. My website is www.authorlalewis.com, which is also my handle on most social media platforms except Instagram, which is Lorna_loves_writing. But if you type in Author L.A. Lewis on Facebook, that's where I usually am. Anyway, we can definitely stay in touch. Also, you can join my mailing list on my website and find out about my writing coaching business. I help people turn their battles into books. That is my job. That is my goal. And that's what I love to do.
Awesome. And tell me one more time the book that you are offering for the event.
The book I'm offering is Double Down and Dirty.
Yes. All right. Awesome. And then let's see. Next up, we have Miss U.M. Harum.
Hello again, everyone. Thank you so much, Tam, for showcasing all of these wonderful authors that I have the pleasure of sitting here on the screen with. My offering for the event is Stop in the Name of Love. The book is co-authored with Nelaina Kai, and you can find me at authorumhiram.com and on all of my social media platforms. That's how you can locate me, Author U.M. Hiram. And then if for some reason you forget that, just go to my IG page I have a Social Tap link there. And if you click on that, it'll have all of my information, the website, Instagram, Clubhouse, all of that. So thank you so much.
Awesome. So glad that you could be here with us. And then closing things out, Miss Christine Pauls.
Thank you, Tam, so much for having me. You can find me on all social media outlets under @AuthorCP. That would be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, all of those places. My website is christinepauls.com. Yeah. Oh, my offering is Love for Granted. Again, it's a short story. It's part of a series that I created. It's called the Love Wins series. That's the first book in the series. There are 2 other books that go with that, but that's my free offering for the event. Thanks.
Awesome. So again, before we head out, I just want to remind everyone who I am. I'm Tam Telling Tales, and although I do not write books, I love to talk about them. So everyone, if you are not subscribed just yet, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. Hit the like button on this video. Share this, and make sure that you tune in August the 4th through the 6th, 2023, and download you some free books, people. So before I go, I just need to let you know, I'm Tam. I'm telling tales. Read a book.